Hello guys, happy Baby Name Monday. I have gone so back in time today and have found some forgotten vintage names on a list of names registered in 1877. Like absolutely wild. These were names registered. I will link below the article where I saw all the names, and there's first and middle names registered for a lot of them, and they're so good, such beautiful names. I think they would be perfect for 2024 baby. For a 2024 baby, a baby born in 2024. My name is SJ. I'm not a speaker consultant, I'm a baby name consultant. So I love making name lists for inspiration, for ideas, for going off the A to Z, which is such a boring way to pick a baby name. You want to be looking at your themes, you want to be looking at your passions, your interests, you want to be going rarer, finding real rare vintage gems. I'm your girl. I do all the research, so you can just chill out, put your feet up, you're pregnant, and let me do all the hard work for you. I'm sure you will find a baby name you absolutely love here, and do hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you've watched a couple and not subscribed, do that now. So let's look at these names. First of all, these names are very Puritan. So the Puritans used to name their children after words or after expressions or wishes for them. So a lot of those names still exist today, like hope, faith, charity, all of those beautiful word names. But these guys, 1877, these are my people. These are like brave namers. So I absolutely love these. Are not the ones I've picked for you guys, but how cool is the name Spendlove? Spendlove Odessa was registered in 1877. Gentleman John, that's so cool. I'd actually love the name Gentleman. I think it's so sweet, isn't it, with gentle in it. Obviously, I'm not saying you can use it, but I like it anyway. Amiable Felicity. That's so amiable. Such a cool name. How has that not become carried on as a word name? Like we've got hope and faith, amiable. Maybe it's a little bit kind of like, oh, like kind of nice. And Felicity also means happiness as well. I just loved it together. Love Unity was one name that was registered. Belgium Batterson. They liked a lot of alliteration, I've noticed. Bellows Buckley, things like that. So there are some brilliant, brilliant names. I'm going to go through girl, boy. All the ones I think would be so cool for today. So the first one I loved for girls was Adeliza. This one didn't have a middle name with it as well. So you could say Adeliza, but I think that it's kind of got that ending of Eliza, which I love the name Eliza. I love the I sound. So I think Adeliza sounds so lovely. And looking it up, this is Old Swedish. So these names came from all around the world. This was an Old Swedish name, which meant noble. So a lot of those names mean noble, like Alice and Adelaide, Adeline. Adeline is so pretty, isn't it? But you might actually just prefer Adeliza because it's so different. It's so much more unique, and it's literally, you can be like, this is from 1877, so it is vintage, but it sounds bang on modern trends. For boys, I loved the name Alderman, A-L-D-E-R-M-A-N. Alderman Willie was registered in 1877. It just looks so cool together. It sounds brilliant. It actually means, oh, I just realised what it means. So it means older man. Not sure about that now. Okay, for girls, I loved the name Aldith. Aldith Lorna was registered, and it's Old Welsh apparently, A-L-D-Y-T-H. Back on track. This is brilliant. I loved this name so much, and it means old battle. So that's quite interesting. So it's not got the best meaning to it as well, but Aldith, I think it just sounds really gorgeous. Okay, for boys, how about the name Avenel? Avenel, I thought that was really lovely, and it means oat pasture. It's spelled A-V-E-N-E-L, Avenel. It sounds more feminine to us because of Nell maybe at the end. But Avenel Dudley Beauclerk was registered in 1877, and I thought it was so lovely. I love Beauclerk. Never heard that before. I've heard Beaumont, Beaufort, and things like that if you were looking for a longer name for Beau. Beauclerk actually means fine scholar, so clerk meaning kind of clerk meaning kind of scholarly. So it's a really cool name, Avenel, really lovely. I love the meaning oat pasture. Avonia, so these are in alphabetical order. Avonia, how lovely is that? Avonia, A-V-O-N-N-I-A, Avonia. So can see that being used now. Imagine if you were actually honouring somebody called Yvonne or something like that, which is quite an old dated name, and you can have Avonia. But I just absolutely love it, and it means just, or sometimes it comes up as meaning lawless, which I quite liked. Bit of a rebel girl vibes. It also, Avon by itself means river. Then her nickname could be Avon, which is really gorge. Golden Edgar. Golden is a name that's really vintage, was used all the time as a first name, and it's actually getting used again. It's on quite a lot of baby name lists. So Goldie, more for girls, is already sort of inching its way up the sort of more rare charts. It's a really popular choice on a lot of name lists, especially in middle spots, and Golden is making its way back for boys, and I think Golden Edgar with the G and the G sounds really cool. Even Edgar Golden, it's so cool. Blossy Priscilla. Blossy, I loved Blossy. Doesn't come up as a name anywhere else. It sort of would be a nickname obviously for blossom, or it could mean, so it probably means to blossom and to bloom, but I liked Blossy, how it is like that. I think it's really cute with the little IE ending. Blossy Priscilla. Casimir Valentine. That goes so well together. So Casimir means destroyer of peace, then Valentine meaning love. So it's quite an interesting name meaning when you put it together, but Casimir Valentine sounds dead trendy. Casimir with the nickname Cass or Amir, I absolutely am putting on so many name lists at the moment when people are asking me for sort of traditional but trendy. It's making its way back. Dulce Gwendolyn. Dulce is a really interesting one because it means sweet in Spanish. I think they would maybe say dulce, not too sure, but I love the name Dulce. I've seen it on a few lists, not too many, so you could be having a really rare gem with the name Dulce, and again it's a really pretty one. Alwyn for boys, Alwyn Frank, and Alwyn, A-L-W-Y-N-E, means magical friends. That's so trendy, isn't it? If you're into sort of like sci-fi and those sorts of things, Harry Potter, then Alwyn is really cool, and it sounds really strong, I think, for a guy, whereas maybe the Avenel maybe sounds more feminine. I think Alwyn does sound boyish, and I really love the two names together. Esterly, isn't that pretty? We've got a niece called Esther, and I love the name Esther, meaning a star, but Esterly is so pretty. I love the L-I-E ending. Never heard this before, it's totally unranked. Comes up as meaning easterly, as in an easterly wind, but if you're having an Easter baby, at the moment, if you're due and you're like at your last minute, you're like, I need either a beautifully long middle name or a first name, then Esterly would be so pretty. I'm obsessed with that one. Esterly Harriet, she was. I love the name Harriet so much. I also got, well, my cousin's got a daughter called Harriet, so she's not my niece, but I do love Esterly Harriet, really cool. Arundel Lorenzo, a lot of A names for boys. I did get past A, I just didn't like them as much. Arundel, love. Sounds very much like where Honor and Elsa are from. It is a place near Brighton, I know, Arundel, but I think it is so cool. Aaron could become a nickname, so just be wary of that. Or Del, like Del Boy, that's quite cool. I would call him Del Boy, but I loved it, Arundel. And Arundel actually means Eagle Valley, which is super trendy. And then the middle name Lorenzo works really well with it, doesn't it? Arundel Lorenzo, because they've just got really good L sounds in that name. Liena Alwina. So Liena, I really liked this name, but we hear Sienna a lot, and Liena actually means lotus flower, which I thought was really pretty. So it was like a rare floral name. Don't come across many that are unusual. Liena, L-I-E-N-A, and the lotus flower is the symbol of purity, of rebirth, because lotus flowers are, I think they notoriously grow in the dark or something like this. Not a flower expert, but I absolutely love the name Liena, and I think that would be 100% on my baby name list if I were having a baby. I'm not. Casborn Crips. Casborn, really cool, because I loved the name Casper. I told you a million times it was on our name list for all of our boys, and it just never sort of quite got to the top of our list. But I actually really like Casborn, because I think the Casper thing, I still was worried about the sort of connotations with it a little bit, with the ghost, that's what I mean, but I would definitely overlook that, and we were going to go with Casper with a kicking cat with the K, which was the Swedish spelling. Loved it. But Casborn, isn't that really nice? I actually really like it. Like Casimir got the nickname Cass. It is a Kentish name, and it means castle near a brook. So that's really cool, isn't it? Very cool, very grand, really good character name if you're writing a book. I know a lot of you are authors. For girls, Rennie Susan. So Rennie, W-R-E-N-N-Y. Really nice, because Wren is a songbird. The name Wren is rising for boys and for girls, and Rennie is really soft and beautiful, so I wanted to put it on here. That sort of nickname is first name, quite playful. In the UK we have like a sort of a I think it's like a stomach acid thing, is it, Rennie? So I don't think it would work so well over here because annoyingly a brand has kind of pinched it, but a lot of you are from all around the world watching these videos. Hello. So do go with it if you don't have that same brand there, Rennie. I think it sounds so delicate, so pretty. Rennie Susan. And then for boys, Drury Beaumont. Drury, isn't that cool? D-R-U-R-Y, Drury, like Drury Lane. That's how I always think of it. Drury Lane, is it Gingerbread Man lives on Drury Lane? But I think it's a really cool name. Beaumont, so favourite of mine, meaning beautiful mountain. Drury means loved one. So that's really sweet, isn't it, Drury? I think it really works. It's a bit like a Rory, but a little bit different, a little bit more unique. So if we're looking for a really rare vintage gem boy name, Drury could be such a cool one. I really do like it. Shall I end on a couple? For girls, I love this one, and it's named Theodosia. Theodosia, a lot of you know this from Hamilton, still haven't seen it, but Theodosia, beautiful name. It's so worth using if you're looking for that long girl name. And I love this pairing because she was called Theodosia Oceana. Like, these people, weren't they great namers? Isn't this an amazing list? 1877, these names. And then the one last one for boys I love. Which one should I do? It was Ozias Kemp. Let's do that one, Ozias Kemp. So really cool name, Ozias, O-Z-I-A-S, Ozias. Sounds really good, and it means salvation, which I love, and then it gives you the nickname Ozzy, which we all love, don't we? All of us, you, me. Ozias, and then Kemp, which means champion or warrior, which is really cool, and that was the middle spot. So I hope you enjoyed this very rare list of names from 1877. Which would you think works best for 2024? Some of them we've sort of heard, some of them are completely brand new to me, and I hope they were brand new to you, but I hope you loved them. Do follow along. Let me know if there's any list you would request in the comment section below, and I'd love to hear from you about your favourite names from this list and the favourite vintage gems you've heard. I know you want to keep them secret, but there is no secrets here. We are all helping each other out naming babies. Lots of love, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.